Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be the language trainer for this hour. And during this hour, we will be talking about holiday myths. So basically, we will talk about different old wives' tales that people have. Probably every country has old wives' tales. So that is what we will go over. So, Fausto, are you there?
Hello, teacher.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, and you, teacher?
Doing well, thank you. So, so how now you are in Brazil, right?
No, in Mexico.
Mexico. Why do I always think you're further south? Sometimes I remember you're from Mexico, but so
Okay, okay.
yeah. All right. So how was your weekend?
I'm good. I am doing the lovely things for my family because, for example, yesterday was Valentine's Day, so
Uh-huh.
I spent all day with my friends uh, and family, try to celebrate that day.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
Oh,
That
neat.
Yeah, and today I'm trying to take rest because I think that the next week will be a little hard for me talking about the job.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and also I'm trying to practice my English as well.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but so you have a good Valentine's Day then?
Yeah, perfect. I did.
Awesome. That's good to hear. All right. Hello, Roberto. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. What about you?
Very good. Very good. So remind me where you are from.
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Now, hello,
And
Carvalho. How are you today?
Hi, hi, teacher. I'm good. What about you?
Very good. Very good. So, I'm actually I tend to teach a lot more on the weekends, and on Monday and Tuesdays are my quiet days. So I'm looking forward to that. So it's kind of like my Friday, kind of. So, Roberto, how was your weekend?
my weekend was okay.
Uh-huh.
Um, in Brazil, we have the Carnival holiday now, so I'm
Oh.
enjoying a little bit more this weekend.
Uh-huh. Okay. So you have the carnival. So are a lot of people off work then this week?
Yeah, yeah. Most of people will be off until Wednesday
Uh-huh.
and return to work on Thursday.
Okay. All right. And Carvalho, so are you also enjoying the carnival?
No, teacher. I'm just working because I have some tasks.
Uh-huh.
Yep, I have some tasks. I planned to finish these tasks in Carnival, so I'm just working.
Oh, okay. So you're not enjoying it like most of your countrymen. Do you guys have a lot of tourists right now?
I,
Maybe
ha-
in
I'm sorry.
Brazil? Are there a lot of tourists, a lot of people traveling in
Yes,
Brazil
yes,
right now? The hotels
yes,
are all full.
yes. People like to join Carnival.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I've heard that it's really fun and people really enjoy it. So, hi Ozma, how are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm good. Thank you for asking.
You know, I thought about you a couple hours ago. There was an article that we read about Africa and
Good.
and the potential of Africa and how the economy is getting better. And I thought, oh man, Ozma should be there. So, but I think it was too early
Ah,
for you.
yes, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and hello, how are you, Mauricio?
Hello, Holly.
How are you doing? Remind me where you are
Good.
from, Marissa.
I'm
Is
from
it
Brazil.
Brazil? Okay, Brazil. It's quite. Is it about 10 or 11 p.m. there right now?
Oh, but now I'm Canada.
Oh, right. That's right. Okay, and you have the cats. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
We
And
talked about
here,
that
here,
yesterday.
yeah, here it's 7 p.m.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then we have Legativet.
I have
Good
what?
night.
Good evening.
Good evening. So where are you calling from, Legativit? And how do I pronounce your name also?
My first name is Emerson, and I'm
Emerson.
from
Okay.
Brazil.
From Brazil. Okay. Emerson. Okay, because I see Legativit. Is that your last name? Is that your family name or a nickname?
Yes. Is my family name is Legati. That's
got
because I'm a veterinary medic, veterinary doctor.
Okay. So your given name is say your given name again. Your first name? Emerson. Okay. Emerson. All right. All right. And so Mauricio, are you what province in Canada are you located right now?
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Okay.
Do
And
you know where it is?
Yeah, I know because Canada only has 4 or 5 provinces, so they were easy to learn.
Yeah, it's bordered by North Dakota.
North Dakotas, yeah, Dakotas and Michigan and Minnesota,
yeah.
Wisconsin. Okay, all right. So what we are going to do today is we are going to go over Hollywood myths. So first of all, does everybody know what a myth is?
Yes.
It's
like a tradition.
Yeah, well, it's a tradition of maybe there are different sayings that might not be true. So a myth is something that it's maybe a story that's kind of gone down from your family, but it might not actually be true. So we actually are going to talk about a myth. Many times a myth is an old wives' tale. So anybody know what an old wives' tale is?
No, I don't.
No? Anybody? Or is this new for everybody?
New for me.
Okay. This is an old wives' tale. Yes.
Worldwide? Worldwide? You mean?
Worldwide?
It's
old. No, it's called old. It's old.
Okay.
Old wives' tale. Wives' tale.
Wives. It's the husband and wife. It's the plural of wife.
Yep, the plural of wife. Yeah, and for example, in my family, my mom told me that if I ate the cookie dough before it's made, I have to eat chili, so I would kill the worms from the flour. That's an old wives' tale. Now, I was in college before I realized that was not true. So, another example would be you can get a cold from using air conditioning. Another old wives' tale that I heard was if you eat McDonald's, it will stunt your growth. You will be short if you eat at McDonald's.
Okay, I got it.
So those are some. The McDonald's one, of course, is not a very old. It's not a very. It's not an old one. It's it's a newer one.
Teacher, I have a question here.
Yes.
Why call this kind of not true history like old wives?
Well, a tale is another word for story. So, okay, so tell means story. Bear with me a moment. Tell means story, and a lot of times our mothers would tell us the stories, right? Would tell stories, and so that's where it came from. I guess that's where it came from. I'd have to actually look up the etymology on it, but it basically the tell means story, and old is the older women maybe the older women in the community. So these are things that you've been told that has been passed down to you from generation to generation, but it might not be true. So that's why it's called an old wives' tale. So usually your grandma will tell them to you. so
Okay.
All right. Let's look at this. We've got.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Does everybody understand what old wives' tales are?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. The one that I was told was, as a child, I was told if you eat raw cookie dough, you have to eat chili to kill the worms. That was the one that my mom told me. So Ozma, do you have an old wives' tale that your mom or your grandma told you?
I forget because now I'm aware that they are not true.
Okay, so you've forgotten so many of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe if we go to any place that there are no people there, I don't know, many wild animals will come to you. I don't, something like this.
So if you go to a strange place, so if you
Yeah.
go to a strange place, you might be attacked by wild animals.
Yes, or ogre, the ogre.
Oh yes, I remember that one. Animals or an ogre. Yes.
Ogre. What's this ogre right now? We don't know.
An ogre. Let me show you guys. An ogre it's a fictional character from literature. Bear with me a moment. See images. Let's see what comes up on images. It's a fictional character that will be attacked by ogres, that kind of thing. Shrek is considered an ogre. Shrek is an ogre, for example. So, okay, all right. Carvajal, can you think of a wives' tale that you were told when you were a kid?
Okay, teacher. My grandmother told me that you can't lay down in a table because you can die.
Okay, so if you lay down on the table, you could die.
Yes.
Okay, bear with me a moment. So, if you lay down on a table, like a doctor's table or something like that, you could die. Okay.
Yes,
Interesting.
because of the funeral.
That makes sense.
Yes, it's like a funeral. You lay down on a table because of that. I think.
Okay. All right, Fausto, can you remember one that you were told or that you've told your family?
Yes, teacher. For example, in Mexico, we have a lot of old wives' tale. For example, the most common that you can hear in Mexico is something like related with the crime, for example. My mom used to tell me something like, if you receive candies from strange people, you will use drug on them or something like that.
So if you receive candy from a stranger,
From strangers?
It will be drugs?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, who knows, that could be true. So, is it Ozma? Awesome. Tivet. I can't remember your first name again.
I guess it's Emerson.
Emerson, thank you. Emerson. Okay. Emerson, can you tell us an old wives' tale?
Well, I'm trying to remember, but I my father said that if I lie, the man with the bag in the back pass in my house and catch me and go away.
Oh, so if you lie, you will be taken away.
Yes,
Taken away by
by a man.
strange men,
Yes,
by the lying man, by a strange. Okay, these are kind of funny, so they're great.
yeah,
Mauricio,
scary.
Oh, I have some, how can I say, old wives'
tales.
tales. But I remember one is if you break the mirror, you will have 7 years of bad luck.
That one I remember. 7 years of bad luck. Yeah. So I remember some of these actually. So, and Roberto.
Yeah, I heard when I was a kid that you can't drink milk eating mango, otherwise it would cause like a stomachache or would be bad for health.
So you can't
take
drink milk. You can't drink milk while you eat what?
mango.
Mango. Okay.
Mango, yeah.
Yeah, you can't drink milk and eat a mango at the same time.
Yeah.
Huh. Is it true?
I already tried it. It's not true.
Okay, so you tried it. Okay, and Jinyu, welcome. We're talking about old wives' tales, and old wives' tales are things that you might tell your kids, or you were told by your family that may or may not be true, but it came down from generations. So, can you think of an old wives' tale that you were told, Jinyu?
My mother told me an old tale long time ago. If you dropped your chopstick on the first day of the new year, you would have the bad luck.
Okay, if you dropped your chopstick on New Year's Day. New Year's Day.
On the first day of New Year,
you will have bad luck.
Have bad luck.
I heard one also in Korea that if a young woman is holding the chopstick very 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 close to the food, their fingers are close to the food, that means she's going to marry soon. Have you heard that one?
Can you repeat it?
Basically, if you have your chopstick, if you're holding your chopstick where it's very close to the end, not to the end that's close to the food, you will get married soon. Have you heard that one?
I have heard that. It's similar to the Chinese custom.
Okay, yeah, so you have heard that one. Okay, all right. So let's look at these. We're going to go over some old wives' tales, and then we're going to do a reading that will tell us whether these wives' tales are really true or not. Okay, so first of all, we're going to look at some first aid vocabulary that you might need actually when you're traveling and when you're on holiday. I'm going to go ahead and read out the definitions that are on this side on A through H, and then I'd like, as a group, we will match these words. So A is a place where germs, bacteria, animals, etc. can reproduce. B, a way of curing an illness. C, an injury, for example, a cut. D, clean and free from bacteria. E, clean and put a covering on. F, feeling you are going to vomit. G, make less painful. And H, start to suffer from an illness. Okay, so Ozma, can you read number 1 and choose the definition of the word sterile? Can you read that?
Mhm. Okay, doctors must perform operation under sterile conditions. Doctors must perform condition under sterile conditions.
Does anybody know what sterile conditions is?
Yes, teacher, letter D.
Letter D, yes. Clean and free from bacteria. Okay, excellent. All right, thank you, Ozma. Carvalho, will you read number 2?
Okay, teacher. John had a deep wound after the accident, cut himself.
Okay, so let's talk about pronunciation here. So John had a deep wound. After he accidentally cut himself. So John had a deep wound. So what is a wound?
An injury.
Yes, an injury, for example, a cut. Perfect. Okay. And Fausto, could you read number 3?
Yeah, teacher. Do you know a good remedy for the flu? Remedy is letter B, a way of curing an illness.
Yes. So, Fausto, do you know a good remedy for the flu?
Stay at home.
Stay at home.
No, teacher.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I think that you need to take some. I don't know how can I pronounce that word in English, but it's like antibiotic or something like that.
Yeah, it's antibiotic or antibiotic. You take it. So take an antibiotic. Okay. All right. So yeah, in English we have an old wives' tale, and I don't know if it's true because some of the wives' tales actually are true, but the old wives' tale is feed a cold, starve flu. So if a person has a cold, you give them all kinds of food, but if they have the flu, they don't eat very much. So I don't know if it's true. But
okay.
So Emerson, could you read number 4?
Yes. If you cut yourself, you should dress the wound as soon as possible. Dress, clean, and put the covering on.
Perfect. Clean and put the covering on. Excellent. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, and Mauricio, can you do number 5?
Put some ice on the injury to help ease the pain. Maybe letter G. Make less painful.
Yeah, letter G, yes. G, make less painful. Perfect. Okay, and number 6, Roberto?
Okay, confined space with lots of people are a breeding ground for bacteria and germs. Letter A, a place where germs, bacteria, animals, etc. can reproduce.
Yes. Another one that we use instead of a breeding ground, we might say it's a petri dish. So a petri dish as in the kind of dish you might find in a laboratory.
Hmm.
But like, for example, I used to work at a call center. I was a trainer and then a supervisor at a call center, and we were always sick because we worked so close together, and we called it a petri dish. So
Like a laboratory, right?
yeah, like this is a type of dish you can find in a laboratory.
I see.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Jinyu, can you read number 7?
Number 7. If you go outside with wet hair, you will come down with a cold.
Okay, you will come down with a cold. So what would that be?
H. Start to suffer from an illness.
Perfect. Start to suffer from an illness. Okay, and number 8. Joanne is afraid of heights. She feels nausea every time she climbs the stairs. What would that one be, everyone? The last one, but I didn't mark it, so it's. So what is nausea?
Feeling you are going to vomit.
Yes, feeling that you are going to vomit. Another word that we'll use instead of nausea, she feels nausea, you can also say nauseous. See if I can, I know I spelled that wrong, so bear with me. So I'm feeling nauseous. So what is it? I've heard that a lot of pregnant women during their first trimester will feel nauseous if they smell something. You know, during that time when they have, it's called morning sickness. So, all right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the following old wives' tales. Which ones do you think are true? Let's read the article to find out. So let's read these old wives' tales and see if they're true or not. So number 1, Jinju, can you read that?
Number 1. You can treat a cut with water.
Okay, seawater. You can treat a cut with seawater.
Oh, seawater.
Okay, so what do you think? Is that true or not true?
Maybe it's true.
Okay. All right. So why do you think it's true?
In the seawater, you can find some salt.
Mm-hmm.
The salt can ease the injury you get.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Ozma, can you read the next one?
Okay. Urine is a cure for jellyfish bite.
Jellyfish bite. So, does everyone understand these words?
Can you explain?
Yeah, I know.
that?
Yes.
Everybody, okay. So, Ozma, what do you think? Is that true or false? Or do you think it?
Use a cure for jellyfish. I didn't hear something like this before.
So you've never heard anything like that before?
No.
Yeah. Okay. This is one of the wives' tales on this that I have heard because I don't know if you guys watched the TV show Friends, but they mentioned this wives' tale on that show. So, so you would say that this is not true; it's false. Okay. Because you haven't heard that. Do you have a lot of jellyfish in Tunisia?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the best cure for a jellyfish bite? You know?
the lines, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we will read the article and we'll find out because they're going to tell us. Okay. And Roberto, can you read number 3?
Yeah. You can catch a cold by entering an air-conditioned environment on a very hot day. I think it's true.
Okay. I think it's true. And have you heard this before?
Yeah. I have heard, and maybe I have suffered from this already. So I believe it's true.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Carvalho, number 4. Can you read that one?
Yes. Cheap sunglasses are worse than no sunglasses. I think it's true.
Okay. And why would you say that you think it's true?
Yes, because I don't know how to say your eyes.
It's a cheap
Because of I don't know how it's pupil. Your pupil can be affected because of the UV radiation. If you use a chip without UV.
Yeah. Well,
filter, a UV filter.
Okay. When you read the article, you'll get the vocabulary, but they're explaining they explain the same thing. So you're right on that one. So number 5, Mauricio.
Yeah, you can prevent jet lag by stuffing paper bags in your shoes. I think it's false.
I've never heard that one. So.
And don't make sense.
Yeah, but I guess people have tried it, I'm sure. So, Fausto, could you try read number 6?
Yes, teacher. Blowing a life jacket wisely gives you a good chance of survival.
Okay, so instead of a whistle, it's a whistle.
Whistle. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, teacher.
No worries. That's why you're here, right?
But I was wondering, what is the meaning of life jackets?
Okay, life jacket. Let's go to Google Images here, and we'll.
Maybe that is when you are swimming, you are using life jacket or something. Okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, and I guess some life jackets will have a whistle on it, so that if you you can start, if you get caught in the water, you can start blowing this whistle. So, all right.
Okay.
So, so what do you think? Is that true or false or?
A chance of survival about what? About any?
Well, say for example, if you are on a boat and the boat goes down, and you have a life jacket with a whistle attached, what you're supposed to do is blow the whistle while you're in the water, and supposedly they can hear you.
I'm not sure about that, but in my opinion, I think that is false.
Okay.
But this is my opinion, teacher.
Of course. Yeah, and that's all it is. So, all right. Next one, Emerson. Could you read number 7?
Yes. Sitting near the emergency exits gives you the best chance of surviving a plane crash.
So what do you think? Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
Okay. I think, personally, I think sitting near an emergency exit gives you more leg room. So, since I'm a very tall person, I like that. So.
If the emergency exits are work, you have a best chance.
Hi, teacher, are you there? Hi. Can you hear me?
I think she's gone. We need to wait a little bit.
Oh, maybe she has the connection problem.
Yeah. She most likely she lost the connection. Maybe we need to wait some time for her. Okay.
We should be patient.
Yes.
Yeah. There are people is not appreciating that situation. I think.
Olha o Jack indo aí.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, thank you so much for waiting for me. This time, my internet went out completely, so I had to reset the router and everything. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get this set up. So, swimming after eating after swimming can result in drowning. Hello?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, everyone.
Your voice is broken.
What? My what is broken?
Your voice.
My voice is broken?
No, it's okay. Now it's okay, teacher.
Now it's okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm house sitting at a friend's house and taking care of her cat, and apparently the router fell off the table and completely stopped or something like that. I had to completely redo it. So but I'm glad you all stayed, though. Thank you very much for that. But so, what do you think? Swimming after eating can result in drowning.
Yes.
That's true?
Yeah, I heard before this one.
Uh-huh.
but I think,
Yeah, as a child, I always had to wait 30 minutes, and it was the longest 30 minutes of my life. All right, let's go ahead and read through this. Holiday myths. Are cheap sunglasses worse than no sunglasses? Does a paper bag prevent jet lag? Let us get to the truth. So, Jinyu, can you read the first one? If I cut my foot on the beach, can I treat it with seawater? Can you read that one?
If I cut my foot on the beach, can I treat it with seawater? It is, if anything, the best of a balanced set of options. There is some truth that salty water kills bacteria, but most oceans are not sterile environments, and there's no knowing that disease you might contact while swimming in tropical water with an open wound. Seafood is a temporary remedy, but all wounds should be treated in the usual way, washed, cleaned with
antiseptic,
and appropriately dressed as soon as possible, says Dr. Leo Anki Rangmatu A. Gibbs.
A GP. Okay, so let's look at this word. As far as pronunciation, wound.
Wound.
Wound. Wound. Wound. Wound. Wound. Wound. Okay, and also, okay, thank you. Ozma, can you read number 2?
Yes. Okay. Is urine really a cure for a jellyfish bite? No, according to Joe Mulligan, head of first aid at the British Red Cross. Slowly pouring seawater over the sting will help ease the pain. Doing the same with vinegar can be even more effective, as the acid helps neutralize the sting. But unless you're near a fish and chip restaurant, seawater will probably be easier to find.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Okay, Carvalho, can you read number 3?
Yes.
Let me move this up.
Thus switching from being out in the sun to an air-conditioned environment causes colds. No, though it may be a shock to the system, a change of temperature in itself is not what makes you sick. Colds are caused by viruses that are caught from others. Planes are a breeding ground for germs, where the poor air quality is combined with hundreds of other people in a confined space. 1/5 of people who fly will come down with a cold a few days later, according to one study.
According to one study, yes, okay. And remember to always try to pronounce the S's at the end. So planes, hundreds, germs, colds, all of them have the S. So you try not to swallow it. Okay? All right, thank you. Number 4, Roberto, can you read that one?
Yeah. Are cheap sunglasses worse than none at all? Yes, sunglasses with UV protection may be more expensive, but they are absolutely necessary. Sunglasses without UV filters allow greater amounts of radiation into the eyes. That can make them more risky.
All right, thank you. And so I think it was Carvalho. You were looking for some vocabulary. This might help. I think this is what you were trying to say.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. All right. Number 5, Fausto. Number 5. Could you read that one?
Sure, teacher. Are brown paper bags stuffed in your shoes a cure for jet lag? No, this is not more than an old wives' tale. The best cure for jet lag is to set your watch to the.
I'll move
Could
it up.
you scroll up?
Is that far enough?
Teacher, I am trying to watch that part, but it is not compressed yet.
Okay.
So hold on, please.
Let's see. I'm gonna make it maybe a little bit bigger. Is that? Do you see it now, or?
No, teacher.
Okay. So basically, set your watch to the destination time from the moment you step on the plane. Drink plenty of fluids and expose yourself to bright light during daytime hours. Brown paper bags, traveling with families, and trying to keep your mind blank. These are little more than superstitions. Okay, all right. Mauricio, can you read number 6?
Yeah. Would that whistling?
Whistle. So with this one, the L is the T is silent. Whistle.
Would that whistle on a life jacket ever been heard by anyone? The desperate blow of a whistle in the pitch black may have looked convincing in the film Titanic, but it is unlikely to lead to happy ending in real life. You are already in a bad place, and wisely doesn't offer any guarantee of being rescued. Most rescue teams now have sophisticated technology that are more likely to find you than the use of whistle, says the International Aviation Bureau's Phil Seymour.
Okay. Now, one thing, Mauricio, when you are using words like happy or already, and you have the Y here, likely, you have to actually stress this part. So, happy, already, likely. You stressed this one, technology. But all of the words with a Y at the end will have to be stressed like that. Okay?
Okay,
right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Emerson, can you read number 7?
Yes, sure. Is it true that sitting near the emergency exits gives me the best chance of surviving a plane crash? Exits are correct, teacher?
Exit.
Thanks.
Yeah.
According to the International Bureau of Aviation, most headline-generating crashes results in 100% facilities to seating arrangement make little difference in the end. A study by the Civil Aviation Authority revealed that the easily seats near the front end within 5 rows of an emergency exit offer more chance of a quick escape in the event of a fire. But to be realistic, not much more.
Okay, so let's look at a couple words here. Emerson, first of all, the first one is aviation. So aviation, yeah. And then this one right here is fatalities.
Oh, yes.
Fatalities. Okay.
I said facilities.
Yeah, you did, but that's okay. That was not a problem. And then this one, I think everybody, just to let you know, this word, we do not pronounce the S in it. So like whistle, we don't pronounce the T. And this one, we don't pronounce the S. So it's pronounced aisle.
Aisle.
Aisle, yeah. It's
And
like
what?
this. Aisle. So.
Yes.
All right. So next one, Fausto. Do you want to read this one? Can you read? Can you see it yet?
Which one, teacher?
Number 8.
Okay, yes, I can see it.
All right.
Okay, is the hold on, please. Is the advice not to swim immediately after eating an all-white tail? Not exercising while your body is still trying to digest food, especially if you have eaten a heavy meal, is basic common sense, say doctors. However, the combination of eating, swimming, and drawing as a result is very rare. Studies of athletics have shown that physical activity, including swimming after a meal, does not cause nausea. In fact, long-distance swimmers sometimes eat while they are still in the water.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. So once I learned that, my parents made me wait. Did your guys' parents make you wait when you were kids? So
Yeah.
I was like, really, Mom? So as far as pronunciation, Fausto, this word right here, digest is how we say it. Instead of digest, we say digest.
Ah,
Okay. All right.
okay.
So let's go back to the answers. I think we got most of them right. So this one is true. The next one is false, just like we thought. This one is also false. Cheap sunglasses is true. Jet lag, that one is false. Blowing a light jacket, that one is also false. And sitting near the emergency exit, that one is false, actually. And swimming after eating can result in drowning is false. So some of the old wives' tales or myths that we were told as children, some of these are not actually true. So, all right. Let's go to this talking point. So we have about a few minutes left. Number 1, Ozma, what precautions do you take when you travel?
Okay, but traveling by what means?
Air, train, bus, car, anyway.
Precautions. Okay. For example, when I travel by plane, I try to wear or to bring with me a jacket because it's very cold on the plane. I cannot handle when it's in a higher in a higher what we say.
I can't stand I can't handle the cold air.
Yeah.
The cold air conditioning. Yeah. Oh, I think I've been told to do that as well. I don't always. I just ask for a blanket, but yeah. Carvalho, how about you? Let's go to number 2. Have you ever had any dangerous or risky experiences while traveling?
When I was a kid, I was involved in a car crash. Yes, but I was not injured in that situation. it was a bad experience, but I overcame that.
Yeah, good. Good. All right, thank you. Number 3, Fausto, do you prefer adventure trips or pre-arranged package holidays?
Teacher, I prefer the second one, pre-arranged package holiday, because you'll try to enjoy your trip. You 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 prefer stay in secure places with all. But we'll just try to cover all those bad things that you will have when you are traveling. But instead of adventure, I think that I prefer to spend a great vacation in a secure place instead of trying to adventure in unknown places or something like that.
All right, thank you. All right, and Emerson, why do you think people believe in myths and superstitions?
Well, I think it at least funny,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't believe in everything that you talked to you,
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah.
yeah, more funny.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like, what is it? Do you guys tell in your countries? Do you guys tell your children that mothers? See, it's mothers have eyes in the back of their heads, and that is why they know everything.
Yes.
So that, like you said, Emerson,
Yes.
it's funny. Do you guys say
Yeah.
that in your countries?
Yes.
And she's a snipers too.
And what?
She's a snipers too.
Yeah. So,
They
right.
know everything.
And mothers know everything. It's like, and it's
The
funny
sandals.
funny watching my 5-year-old nephew. He's like, you'll tell him something like that, and he'll go, you'll tell him something, and he'll go, how do you know? You know. So, Mauricio, how about you? What precautions do you take when you travel?
Oh, I put a stamp on all my luggages with my name and address and phone, and I copy my passports and documents, and I give for my relatives numbers of my cards, my credit cards, and I think that's it.
Yeah, it sounds like you are very safe.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Roberto, how about you for number 2? Have you ever had any dangerous or risky experiences while traveling?
Well, I'm trying to remember one situation, but I really don't remember. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I think I have more dangerous situations in my normal basis than traveling. So I don't remember.
When you commute, right? Instead of when you travel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. And Jinyu, how about you? Last one. Do you prefer adventure trips or pre-arranged package holidays?
Teacher, hi.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Oh,
we can hear you.
I don't know this word, pre-arranged.
Pre-arranged is basically where you plan it ahead. So you've planned ahead for the for the trip. Usually you do that by researching the internet or by working with a travel agent. So.
I prefer adventure trips. That will make me excited.
All right. Excellent. Yeah, I like both of them. It doesn't matter. I just want to travel. So, all right. Well, thank you all for your participation in class, and I hope you learned some new words and phrases, and you can now talk about old wives' tales. So, thank you all.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Thanks. Bye.